Hello, and welcome back to the Bay One Entertainment Podcast.
Oh, the BOcast. The little BOE.
We are your
Bo.
three hosts. I'm Phil.
I'm Nick.
I'm Kevin.
And this is the best show that you've ever watched, listened to, or heard of.
Just admit it to yourself.
You know
Look
that.
yourself
Obvious.
deep in the eye when
You
you're looking
know
in the
this.
mirror and just
You
tell
know
yourself
this.
the truth, which is you fucking love this show.
I fucking love
If
it.
you're not,
You love
why are you
me.
lying to yourself? Why do you hate yourself?
Why are you holding yourself
actually?
back from true
Yeah,
love?
just the world is about love and experience, and it sounds like you're just being really conservative about
Sounds
it.
like you're holding yourself back.
Sounds
Why
like
you
you
hold-
got a
don't
whole
hold yourself back, baby
mask
girl.
on
Why are you
life, baby.
feeling like you can't
Don't hold yourself
love
back,
me?
baby girl.
Hey, babe.
Be who
Listen
you want to
up.
be.
We're
Love
very
us.
sensual
Love
today.
us.
Hey,
Love
Very
the pod.
sensual.
Yeah,
I
we
mean,
turned
like-
to
No
a-
one
we
puts
turned
baby
to
in
a
the
fuckboy
corner.
trying to say, hey, just watch my podcast, baby.
hey, come
Hey,
on.
baby. No, it's
Come
a
on,
really
girl.
good one.
Come
It's
on,
real
girl.
good.
Watch my podcast.
Watch these hot takes.
Which is technically a oxymoron to say watch my podcast, but
Watch my pod.
watch the pod.
Watch my pod.
Hey, watch the cast.
Watch
Huh?
the cast, please.
Watch the cast. Which, BOcast, now I'm thinking about it, I always we're playing it off of broadcast. Or
Are
we're
we?
playing it off of podcast, but it also works off of broadcast for
Mm.
BOcast.
Broad, bow.
Broadcast.
They both start with
Bocast.
B's.
And they both have an O.
Oh.
Oh
We're making
God.
Now
connections.
you tell me
left
that
and
that
right.
wasn't on
Oh, you
purpose.
fucked me up there.
Where are you gonna
You
hear
tell
that?
me that wasn't
Where
on
else are you gonna
purpose.
hear that but here?
Where else
Right
can you
here.
hear something like that?
Where else can you know that kind of
And don't even try to
nonsense?
name something because I don't want to hear
Don't
it
I
because
don't
try.
it's a
hear
lot.
that shit.
It's
Please
a
don't.
rhetorical question.
How we feeling today, boys?
Exactly.
You guys doing good?
I'm feeling good.
I'm feeling great. It's a
Feeling
Monday,
good?
and that
Feeling
sucks.
real
but
good.
I love. You know what? Censor that. We don't know what. You don't need to know what days we filmed this, but it's the beginning of the
You're
week,
making me
and it's been a
remember.
hot weekend.
It's been a hot little week.
Especially since it was really cold last week, and now we're in the high 70s again.
True.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy, actually.
Mhm.
Climate change is a bitch, huh?
Oh, I personally like wearing shorts in the fall. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not loving the constant shift from.
I think the crazy part of
cold.
the climate change stuff is the 3 hurricanes that hit
That's
the
what I was
same
also
spot of
kinda-
Florida
kinda
over and
going
over
for.
and
But
over.
that doesn't affect me. I don't feel that.
For now.
Well, it does when it starts affecting
For
trade and like commerce and
now.
shipping because a lot of warehouses and like surplus are based out of Florida.
Oh yeah, name 2.
What?
Name your 2 top warehouses
Name
right
2,
now.
1 commerce.
Name your 2 top fulfillment
Armstrong
centers.
Storage Services.
You know they only operate out of
Incorporated
Raleigh.
and-
That's a
Ass
damn
and,
lie.
the young-
Armstrong Service.
No. Armstrong Services Storage, and then
That's
Ass. That's
Huh?
an ass. That's ass.
He's a liar. You're
That's
full,
so
you're just
funny.
full of
I
ass
actually
right
did
now.
think-
Wait,
You're
wait.
just
Hold
ass.
on. Like I said, they only operate
and also
in Raleigh.
Franklin's
He's lying.
under
He's lying.
Liar.
Lying.
Liar.
What?
You know they don't operate in Florida.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
Yeah, they do.
They don't.
Dude, there's a lot of ass. in
I know the
Florida.
owner.
There's a lot of ass.
I know Arnold.
No, you don't.
I do.
You know Arnold Armstrong?
Yeah. I know Arnold, dude.
Great guy.
Wow. Do you? That's one of the worst names I've ever heard in my
I-
entire
Arnold
life.
Armstrong.
You're just mad because I
And I
G-checked
came
you,
up with
'cause I knew
Rachel
Arnold.
Dick Hands.
Oh my god, that's right. Yeah, I
That's just
forgot
a
about
good
that.
name.
Porn star.
That-
Rachel Dickhands.
Well, you know all the porn stars. Rachel Dick Hands.
That's
As
a name
you
that
do.
Well,
builds
because I was thinking, I
character.
was like, dude, like
That's basically Charles Dickens' name.
porn stars
That's
and
similar
OnlyFans
to it.
models
It
are
might,
so.
honestly, I
queer.
bet that he was called Charles Dickens all the time.
Charles
I
Dick
doubt he was
Mittens.
called
I-
Charles Dick
Dude,
Hands.
if I was in his elementary school, he'd
I'm
be
mad.
Charles Dickens.
I'm mad if you had to
Dick
change your
Hands.
last name to Dick Mittens. So now you're Phil Dick Mittens.
How mad would you be if I punched your 2 front teeth out?
I'd be pretty upset.
Yeah, I believe it, dude.
Would you though?
I fucking believe
I
it.
don't know if you would.
So would you be more upset now that you already lost one front tooth, or more upset if you lost it again?
I've technically lost 1.5.
So I feel like that's less.
If
to
I
lose,
lost the
personally.
other half,
Feels
I
like rookie numbers to me.
honestly I don't know
Feel
because
like you
like
lose more teeth.
I will. So for those of
I
you who
don't
don't
know.
know,
It's pretty crazy.
yeah, one of my teeth is fake, and one of them is half composite, half tooth.
And how did that
Because-
happen,
pretty
Phil?
cool.
Because I may or
And
may
how
not
did that
have
happen,
hit
Phil?
or been hit by a car. We don't know.
You hit a car, dude.
I
You
don't
didn't get
know.
hit by- you
We
did not
don't
get hit
know.
by a car.
We'll never know.
I wasn't there.
There was a dent.
And you weren't there either.
But there was a Phil-shaped dent in the car.
But you didn't
afterwards.
see it. And
You
also,
told
I was
me about it.
blackout drunk, barely remembering where I was.
So
I
really,
think-
nobody was there.
I
So
think-
who's to
No one
say,
was home.
You know?
No one was home.
I'm on your team. Yeah, no. For all I
Thank
know, that
you.
car was barreling right at you.
I think you hit a car.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, I did.
Yeah, I also think you're a liar, man.
Me?
Yes, I'm taking Phil's side now.
Thank you.
Kiss me.
It really is. I mean, What's so funny is that like the only other side that Nick is on is you're lying, even though you're the victim of this, dude. so it's fuck whatever you said, person who it happened to. It's actually this.
You told me originally.
Yes,
that's
I
what
do
happened.
remember seeing when I got because I
It's like coming
I
up to
woke up in the
somebody
middle of the
being like,
road.
Hey, this guy punched me in the face, and then later on being like, "Yeah, that guy punched you in the face." Like, who said
What?
that?
What are you talking
What
about?
do you mean?
Why are you
told
lying?
me he punched
Why would you say something so
Dude, that is
viciously
vile. That's a vile lie. You're blaming me now. No, I'm not. I just-
unreal,
you
dude?
told me.
And quite honestly, it happens more than you think off camera.
You're sick, man.
It's abuse.
You're sick.
He's
man.
actually the master of gas.
No,
this
he's
one.
nicer when you get to know him. Like you just don't see him when it just does.
Mhm. Behind closed doors, I swear to God, he's
Phil?
a different person.
You were saying way too much right now.
I don't think I'm saying it.
We're gonna have to cut
I don't
that
think
out.
I'm saying it.
You
now.
need to stop.
All right, well, let's get into our
Yeah,
first
so welcome
segment,
back.
guys.
Yeah.
God, he's fucking crazy.
So this is the media spotlight.
Gaslight.
Welcome to where we talk about the things we consume as capitalist pigs.
oink
true.
oink.
Feeding from the trough.
Hey, as Tom York said, Gucci little piggy. I'm a Gucci little piggy.
I'm
And he
in
said that
Gucci-
5 times.
Gucci
I'm a
burgers.
Gucci little piggy.
Gucci
I'm in
little piggy.
Gucci
little
eating
piggy.
Gucci burgers.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm in Gucci
Genius.
eating Gucci burgers.
Media
You know
spotlight.
what? I don't
Shouts
shop
out.
Gucci.
Shouts out.
I don't shop Gucci. I was banned from the Gucci store.
For what?
What did you do?
that's
Sir,
why I
you
don't do
cannot
Prada.
defecate in the bag, sir.
They look so inviting.
Sir, you are not allowed to have sex with the wall statues. You're gonna have to leave. I'm sorry. about
I
that.
did not hear a no.
Sir,
you
that
heard
wall-
multiple no's.
Sir,
'cause
the
you were
mannequin
climbing up
cannot
to them.
consent to this.
Yeah,
You can't do
but
this.
I had my ears plugged, so
I understand, but the point of you plugging your ears was to not hear what we were yelling back at you, right?
Actively-
no. The wall
Actively
statues
not
told me to
here.
plug them. They asked for it.
Who did?
The wall statues.
Sure, sir. Here's the thing.
You're a crazy person.
Not
Let's-
only are the
What?
cops on the way.
The only thing that changes is where we're taking you. That's it. That's the only thing. We're
Let me
still
tell you
taking
something.
you.
There's
The only
3
thing
people
that's
coming for
changing
you.
is the destination.
Are they going to be wearing uniforms or are they going to be wearing nurses' outfits? That's
They're
the
gonna
real
Well,
be
here's the thing.
wearing
Not
uniforms
only
that
hold on.
are nurses' outfits.
Not only are the EMTs coming.
Never heard of it.
The EMTs are coming.
Never
The
been to a
cops
police
are
station
coming,
like that.
and
Nope.
also animal control is on its way.
Yeah.
What?
We
They're
have a
gonna be
feeling you're gonna have to be tranquilized.
Yeah.
You know what? Just because there was a dog doesn't mean that.
Here's the
it was
thing.
my
If
dog.
I walk over to you right now, you're gonna try and hit me. Tranquilizer.
So, okay, so here's the thing,
and
right?
That's exactly
The
why.
You know
pause
what? I
that you
can't lie
had
about that. Yeah. I had to
Speaks
think about
volumes.
it. No, I did have to
Speaks
think about
volumes.
it.
Your
Speaks
silence.
volumes.
I'm
is
sorry,
deafening.
but like if somebody gets really close in your personal space, you don't automatically be like, no.
See, okay, here's the thing. No,
I think if
I don't
I
do
was
that. I
acting
don't
out
do that. in
and I
fact.
was cutting up, yeah.
Oh, I fully do.
I
every single day.
think I would.
It's a
be
miracle
like,
that I
this
haven't
makes
like
sense.
pushed more people.
I mean, I think in that state, you wish if we could push more people.
I'd be pushing everybody.
Hey, wait,
I love
wait,
that your
wait, wait.
immediate
If we're
reaction
talking
is
about-
open hand up, so you're just gouging their eyes out. Like,
No, it's a shove.
You've trained, like you've been hitting your fingers like this way
Yeah, doing
against
the
like
one-
a brick wall.
Oh,
So you've been
yeah,
getting
yeah.
micro fractures all the way down.
You
So
can
when you do
fucking-
this, you just go directly into
Like
their eye,
through.
like
You
eye
fucking
socket.
Cassandra
Like,
Nova them from
Mm.
Deadpool 3, just under the skin
All that.
of your hand.
Ah, so cool.
I didn't see Deadpool 3.
Yeah, nobody cares.
You should. see
So it's a really, really cool scene. That part, you should check it out.
it. You should.
Everybody, not Phil. He's not
Pretty
going
sick.
to.
No one cares.
doesn't
won't
about
watch
me.
it.
No.
I do all this work,
He's not gonna watch it probably.
and no one even fucking cares.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Oh my God, he's professional lying. He's professional lying.
he's
over
lying.
He's
there.
professional
Look at him,
lying.
look at him,
I
He's
teach
professional
you.
lying.
He's professional
I-
lying.
Think you're an asshole.
You'd be correct. You'd be
So
correct.
tell me a little bit more about your media piggy stuff.
So I have now fully finished my first watch through of The Office.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm so sorry,
15 years too late.
dude. Why did you watch past season 3 or 4?
Actually,
How many seasons are there? In
I
that
mean,
show?
there's
Like
9
8?
seasons.
Oh,
That's
9.
insane. Oh,
2 of them are without Michael or without Steve Carell.
why? Just why?
Because his contract was up. They only signed him for
I know, but,
7, and then they signed everyone else for 9 years.
I like some of the
It's just-
posts.
And
you
the
cross.
problem is that
like,
7 years
episode by
into
episode.
The
I
Office,
do not have
Definitely
the
not.
patience to actually be critical of a show that's lasted 9 years because it's just what can
10.
we do for the next one seasons But it's always, what can we do for the next one? What's gonna happen this season? Where's the shark? I'm gonna jump it. Where is it?
Well, the thing
I
is too
can't.
is that
I
like,
like the creativity and like a lot of shows that do last long, but for 9 seasons, just
You got to stretch it far, especially with the character.
well,
the
we got to
main
think it was
character,
it's
NBC's
an,
like
it's an office.
it was-
It's
and it-
literally just an office
in a time of iconic shows, honestly, during NBC's run, like
Yeah,
while
sure. They were
while
the
the
king for a
Office
while.
was like broadcasted on live TV, it was one of NBC's biggest hits.
Oh,
And
100.
and
It was a
like
golden
Steve
child.
Carell at
You
like
can't just
peak,
cancel
he's
it.
hitting also like great movies while he's doing that. A bunch of the people in the cast were hitting great movies. Like,
Well,
and
dude, they
so-
were the reason that they were getting cast. The Office.
yeah, I mean, like John Krasinski is one of those people.
Mhm.
Like he
Oh,
wouldn't
his
have had
movie star
anything.
career.
He was that was the reason he was getting big.
Well,
also,
before the
He said that he
Mindy
was about to
Kaling
move back
also as a
home.
writer.
Mindy Kaling as a
Uh-huh.
writer, and BJ Novak as a writer more too.
Yeah, and like really careers in multiple directions.
Yeah.
Really. I mean, I think that
It's a big show.
not enough people really appreciate the people who actually wrote on that show, because a lot of them are also
Toby.
actors.
Toby in that show. I
Toby.
don't remember his name, but Toby from that show is one of the head writers too.
Mhm.
You know, do you guys know the story of Phyllis? How she got her? How she
Oh
got
yeah,
the
wasn't
role?
she just like
She was a
there?
she
wasn't
was a
even an
reader. She
actor?
was an audition reader.
Yeah.
They would like hire freelance basically, and like
so funny.
they loved the way that she read it so much that they were like, I mean, you would be in this office.
Mhm.
And then she became what she is, which like in the show is just like
Awesome
a bully, like
And just
a
what-
bully who's dating Bob Vance from Vance Refrigeration.
Yeah.
JD Vance's father.
So that's what's funny is that like because
JD, AC, HVAC. It all comes
makes so much
together.
oh my god.
the alphabet.
Yeah, exactly. But no, but like that actually, I did think about that while I was watching every time, especially in the later seasons when Phyllis talks more and you actually know more about like the lore. It's every time they say Bob Vance, I was just like JD Vance, JD fucking
He's
Vance.
advanced.
Yeah, dude. That guy's a dude.
He's
By the way, what a
advancing.
just loser. JD Vance is such a fucking
Well,
loser.
I
man.
appreciate you asking that question, Phil. And am I? A
He can't
loser?
even deflect
I'm not
well. Like
sure.
at least Lindsey Graham can
Maybe I can
deflect.
fuck.
At
You
You
least
guys said
like
you wouldn't fact check.
what?
You guys said that you weren't going to fact check.
Yeah, I
for
thought you
this.
said you weren't gonna fact check.
Mm,
Also, but I'm not gonna lie, I did think it was funny the way like Tim Waltz is
Makes
just
me
such
laugh.
like a northerner dude, like Midwest northerner dude, and JD Vance is such like a bitch. That like the moment where
He's very
Tim Waltz
slick,
is
you
like
know?
talking
He just
about.
looks slimy. He looks
Yeah.
like
No,
greasy.
he's greasy.
Yeah, I
he's
feel like if I touch him,
greasy.
It's
he's
all that
gonna like
makeup,
slip out of
bro.
my hand.
Yeah,
it's all
no.
the makeup on his
he
face.
smells probably like
It's like the
shit.
Joker when he
Mm.
disguises himself. You like go, and it's gonna be white underneath.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
just got
He just got a pale
a
face.
different.
No,
different
but
type of skin on
there was a moment in the vice presidential debate where
cleaning a dirty whiteboard.
like Tim Waltz is talking about how his son, when he was 17, saw a shooting, like right in front. Like, he was basically
has a son?
involved.
Tim Walls, he has 2 kids.
Oh, Tim. I
He's
thought you
a
said JD Vance.
son and daughter.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Tim Waltz was talking about how Sonny's just like, and you don't forget something like that. And JD Vance is just like, and then it cuts like later when JD Vance is able to talk, and he goes, first off, I just want to say, like, Tim, like, I am so sorry, like, that your son, I had no idea that your son saw something like that. Like, I'm so sorry that happened. Honestly, it's awful. And Tim Waltz is just like, well, I appreciate you saying something there. I appreciate,
I appreciate
that,
you
man."
saying it
And
there.
it's just like
Are you in
tearing his
Fargo?
fucking teeth out of his mouth, Tim.
Isn't that
Stop
exactly?
being nice.
Isn't that exactly what like?
That's why they
politics
got
of
him,
The
but,
last
like,
10 years. Has
I
trained
know,
us
but
to
like
do.
I don't. We're past that.
We
We're
used to be
post.
in civil.
We're in post grand old tea party, like
We used to have civil discourse. Can't happen anymore.
civil discourse.
Well, I mean, in the way that
it was
would
two
be
white
like.
dudes talking about like
Yeah.
rights for minority
Well,
people.
I think of like the Romney and Obama debate, where like the most fiery that they would get is just being like, I just think I think he's failed you. I think he's failed you for the last 4 years. Well, I think that's a misrepresentation. If you look at the number, like that was the most that you would see happen.
yeah.
But now it's
Although
like,
John McCain and Obama had some back
You're-
and forth.
you're gay. Your family.
Ron Paul is gay.
is stupid. And it's like, well, I heard that you touch children.
Yeah.
Like there's no.
Yeah, you want to vote for
level
the
of-
racist
You know,
or the
I'm
pedophile.
clearly
I mean,
not
that's
watching the
literally
same
you know,
debates you guys
most-
are. I wish that they would start making out of pocket. Like, you know what?
no. It's the
I bet
Senate
you don't ask for
debates.
consent.
No. It's the Senate debates
I
where they
want
go.
them to,
fuck
no,
off
I would
at
love
each
to see a
other.
debate where they just
Well,
like making
our
shit up, really
favorite-
mudslinging.
our
I haven't
favorite
seen those.
quote.
Clearly, I'm missing out.
We gotta
gotta
find
get
some
some
like
hot
good
ones,
clips
yeah.
from like Senate debates because
Bleach,
that's when they just get
bleach
rude.
blonde.
yeah.
Butch body,
Butch
Jasmine
body.
Crockett kills me.
something.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So
she's
good.
awesome.
That was such a raw line.
Yeah, especially I mean,
Bars.
what's also
Bars.
killer about like Jasmine is like she doesn't. I feel like so many people think that she just like will say this. She is actually really well put together and like eloquent with a lot of her like words and careful with her choices. She is pushed so often to make these comments. Like she doesn't just come in here with this attitude. It's people like the built body wrong bitch that says
bleach
yeah, I
blonde,
said that.
bad built, butch body.
Yeah,
Dude,
what'd I say?
bad built is actually
Bad
the
built is
craziest
so
part of the
fucking
whole.
funny.
BMW
That's
body
so-
made wrong, you know? Send that shit back to the factory.
Put it back.
And
Put it back in
Quality
Germany.
inspection failed.
it's just like people doing the polite like pushing until somebody fucking snaps and then says it. Like I appreciate those bits so often. It's just like, oh my god, that's the only thing you're gonna be known for like so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but see, like
True.
I hate the polite pushing. If they were to
I hate
come
the
out
polite
and just
pushing.
be like vulgar to each other, that's why like I don't know if I could
America
ever.
mean
We always
again.
have like a bit that we
openly
talk
mean
about.
again.
Yes, but we always have a bit that we talk about where I'm gonna like run for like a state rep thing or whatever. Like, but
One day he
that's the
will.
problem is like I can act and like do like put the face on and everything, but at some point, the curse words are gonna start slipping out.
You don't,
Like,
as long
I
as
don't
you
know
don't curse,
if
though,
I don't know if I would care to stop it. You
as
know what I
long as you
mean?
don't
Like,
swear, though, you could get away with it because it would be so refreshing to have a different politician other than Trump have somebody be like, "Yeah, I think that you're wrong there," and have you be like, "You are such an idiot." Has anyone ever
you know
told
that
you that?
you are like
You know how much of a waste
moronic.
of time this entire debate? Guys, listen to this. This is how simple it has to be. He's a fucking moron, and I'm not.
Yeah, see, but you
Vote
said
for me.
fucking.
Yeah, but that's the one. You gotta get that out of
Okay,
there.
now
But
I would
Well,
think
it
I
went
would
from
want to
0 to
save
1,
it.
just
I think I
saying.
would want to save it for a shut the fuck up. Just
yeah.
like he's like saying something, and it's my turn to respond and just go, shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, what are we even talking about at this point? That I
That,
think
yeah.
would just like a soft
know,
like shut the
you-
fuck
I
up.
you
this is
don't
where I want to
have
go with
any
the
idea.
exact opposite. I want someone to be talking and then the other mic to be off and then somebody from across the room. How about you shut the fuck up? That's so wrong. And they just go silent. You're gonna watch that person.
No,
Yeah.
that
You get
actually
a platform. You gotta do that. You know what? Put
That
me in the
actually would be
debate.
so
Give
funny.
me as a coach. I will make this debate run
Actually,
faster.
Might have to.
I do like that now that they're muting
Muting?
muting
You're
mics.
Are you mewing at me right now?
Jeez, my mouth.
The brain rot is spread.
Dude, it's awful.
Don't you
and
dare
now that
mog
they're
at me.
muting mics, it is really funny to just randomly just
You're
yeah. Well,
wrong.
I mean, that's the thing about the economy. It's a little fickle, but you know, when my opponent doesn't understand. Oh, shut up, dude! Jesus.
Oh.
You know what? You know what?
Just-
Fuck
yeah,
this guy.
I'm
Fuck this
running.
guy.
Ju-
You hear that?
Yeah,
Fuck
yeah,
this.
you, this fucking asshole.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand?
It's not. It's
Start
it's
knocking
not
shit
your
Jesus
over.
It's
Christ.
not. It's not your turn.
It's not. It's my
It's not
turn.
your turn.
It's my turn now.
I'm speaking.
It's my turn to
I'm
speak now.
speaking.
I'm actually speaking. Well, now
I'm
I want to
speaking.
speak.
I'm speaking.
I was saying something.
I was in fact saying something.
I was
when
already
you so
saying
rudely interrupted me.
You're getting really good at your Allen
Alice.
voice.
We watch enough of
When
it.
you
Dude.
interrupted me.
But yeah, so to get back to it, I thought The Office was pretty funny. I can
This-
definitely understand why people think it falls off after Michael leaves at the end of season 7. But it's just a different show. It is kind of like limbo-y for a little bit before they really catch their groove when James Spader comes in.
Okay, I do like James.
I do
Spader.
like
Yeah,
James
and
Spader.
he's really funny in that, especially like
Robert
I know
California
him
is
from
such
watching
a
Blacklist, and I now want to go
weird
into watch
energy.
Boston
Yeah.
Law, which is like one of the shows he's known
Oh,
from.
he's
is Boston
great.
Law.
Yeah,
And I want to watch that show because
he's
of
great
him.
in that show.
And so, anyway, outside of James Spader, once they got him in the show, it becomes a lot like more cohesive again.
Allow our hedonistic ways to ravage through us in that pool party episode at his house.
Yeah.
And like,
Now this
it was
Oh my God.
is
Gabe,
a party people.
Gabe and fucking
Yeah,
Ryan
yeah.
are dancing.
They're trying so hard to impress him.
And he falls asleep, and then they're both like, "We could leave," and it's like, "I'm not going anywhere," and it's like, okay. They both just keep dancing all night.
Dude, I
Wait,
will
so
say,
is The Office your media spotlight? Are we doing that now?
yeah.
Oh, okay, I couldn't tell. We just said Gucci Lil Piggy for a while.
I mean, Gucci
I'm a
Gucci
Gucci Lil
burger.
Piggy.
We did
Um,
our political analytical kind of as well.
I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
We
We did
We have
both,
only like
but-
5 minutes of this podcast, actually.
We're like
Well,
15 minutes
actually,
into it.
Actually, we are only 15
Okay,
minutes.
Oh,
wait,
eating
so
dicks.
Nick-
So
I was about to say-
wait, last thing real quick.
yeah, about The Office.
Last thing was there's an episode in the last season where they clearly were like, should we try and spin this off into something? And there's an episode where they try so hard to try and introduce a Dwight spin-off show, and it's just
Yes.
fucking awful. It's
Yeah.
terrible, dude. Anyways, that was it.
Very nice.
What?
Very, very nice.
I literally said nothing.
Oh, what are you laughing at?
You're funny.
All right, what are you watching, man? What are you consuming, bro?
Okay.
What'd you eat?
Not well, honestly. I've been so busy recently that I've just been ordering out. I feel horrible. But one thing that I did watch that I really liked, it's October, so it's the spooky month is my favorite month, so I've been watching a lot of horror. What I just checked out, and I just see the new episode this week is Uzumaki. The anime
Very-
based
I
off
watched
of
the first
book.
episode. It's awesome.
It's so good.
It's fucking
The
creepy as
first
shit. I
book,
gotta
or
watch
the
it.
first episode. Oh, it's awesome.
Dude,
Yeah,
they really
and the
started
style
off
is
just
beautiful.
right into it. Yeah, dude.
I know,
The
like
black and
no, like,
white is crazy. Like,
no like
That's
lead
the
in
new,
whatsoever. You're just like, oh,
they're like, by the
shit.
way, everything sucks.
That's the
and everything's
Junji
terrible.
Ito series,
Yeah.
right?
Junji Ito. For anybody who doesn't know, he's like a manga illustrator. He does like a lot of Japanese comic books, manga.
It's
a horror.
And,
Yeah, a lot
it's
of
all
horror stuff.
horror
And,
based.
and it's you can
curses,
tell.
great like
I've heard
evil
it's
concepts.
incredible.
Fucking
A
crazy.
lot of really, really good body horror in
Yeah.
this. I love body
Yeah.
horror because I'm so like I like my body, So the idea of just like physically like feeling out what he's depicting is so fucking crazy.
Changing.
And like I don't want to spoil too much of it, but like I feel like there's some basic things like people go through crazy fucking transformations because of this like weird curse thing that's in the town, and some people are turning into insects and like animals, and some people are like getting
Demons.
half of their like
Yeah.
face like destroyed and like acting like everything's normal. And it's just like, oh fuck yeah, let's go. Like what the fuck else can you think about? How do you what's wrong with you? What's your therapist bill like? That's
know.
awesome. How do you come up with this?
I know.
And
I have
it's
heard
beautiful. It's really beautiful.
I have heard from people who have read the manga that they're like I was waiting for it to completely like not feel like the manga, and they're like, this is very close.
Yeah.
I read yeah,
Nice.
like people who are like, I read it, and
That's difficult
seeing
most of the
seeing
time.
those
Mhm.
panels animated like that is
Yeah.
like terrifying.
Yeah, I actually
Because you have like
just
your
borrowed
mind
it.
can
I
only
want
like
to see it. I
fathom
want
it
to read
one
it
way,
too.
but then when you put it into something and
Once
you have
it's
to conceptualize
moving.
like what it would actually look like.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crazy. And it's all in black and white.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, you really are like your mind is like making up like how to color this world and everything.
Mhm.
It's crazy.
And it just adds like such another element of
Yeah.
like this is uncomfortable
Yeah.
because the world is already so weird, and then the color's been sucked out of
Yeah.
it. No, it's a really well done show from like the first 2 episodes I watched. The first one fucking killed it. The second one wasn't as great. I haven't seen the third one out, but if anybody's looking for something that's creepy and anime, I guess like check that out. It's really good.
Hell yeah.
I gotta watch that. It's been on my list for a little bit.
What you
since I saw it pop on
consuming,
Netflix.
Nicholas?
Yeah, what are you consuming?
For mine,
Nicholas.
I'm gonna go with Terrifier 3 for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, because I didn't get a chance to talk about that on the last podcast. It's a fantastic indie horror movie. I mean, it has some studio backing, like Bloody Disgusting, which is a popular horror and like just thriller based like media company. They backed it, but a studio definitely wouldn't have put their name on this, and I mean that in the best way. It does everything that the Terrifier movies have done in the past. I think it's extremely well done. It's one of the first times in horror that like I don't know. I don't say this to be like some big old tough guy because I don't consider myself to be one, But there's not a lot of horror movies that really make me scared anymore because like we try to make horror movies. I've watched a lot of horror movies. I get what they're about. And there are things that I'm like, that's fucking cool, but I'm not like scared by them. The Terrifier movies are one of the only things that really kind of get me to like grip my seat a little bit because some of them are just so disturbing, whether in the presentation of the effects, because yeah, they're a little campy, but they work. And within the world, they seem and feel very real. But they just take it there to a degree that like you don't expect it to. It's almost like when SNL, you know, like has a really good, like almost subversive Norm Macdonald style, like punch in the Weekend Update. Like you don't expect it. And that's why it's so funny on their end and so scary on this end. Where you're like, oh wow, like you did that. Okay, that's crazy. Like, of course, in the first movie, it's not a spoiler at this point, the girl getting chainsawed in half, you know, from the lower half first.
Oh, crazy.
They go farther than that in this one by far, like in some areas. So if you're into horror, I would say that, you know, it's grotesque in the best ways. It is scary. The tension builds very well. And I think that it's cleaning up all of the issues that it had with the original movie and sequel, now that it's starting to get a larger budget and a bigger cult and mainstream following. So would highly recommend Terrifier 3. Give it a watch. It's a nice, I think, like tight 2 hours or so. So not a long watch.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right,
Look at
I'll get
that.
into the series. Fuck it. Terrifier.
Cool.
Series?
Well, there's 3 movies. So yeah, I
Okay,
get
whatever.
the
Yeah.
franchise.
Yeah, I'll
Whatever.
get into the franchise of it.
Cool.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm gonna fuck the clown. Sorry.
He would probably like that, but then he'd kill you.
Yeah, he
really
probably
quick
would because
after.
I laid down on him. Real nice type.
Where you laying down?
Huh?
Where you laying down?
Did you call him a work of art?
You laying down what?
Pipe.
What pipe?
His peepness.
He's always putting me down, dude.
Nah, I just don't like liars.
You don't-
So-
you don't like me, dude.
What's up next?
I just called out Nick for you.
What do we
Yeah.
got? What we have next is your favorite segment, Instagram's favorite segment, TikTok's favorite segment. It's a hot minute hot takes.
Oh,
Hot minute hot takes.
now, baby.
Bro, you're that one girl in like high school choir who thinks that she
Yeah.
can just
I want you to go back.
park and bark on the risers. and
Yeah.
Why
just-
can't you respond to me?
No.
Like,
Why?
It's a
can't
hot
you
minute hot
respond
take.
to
How
me?
long? It
You're
can't be a minute
doing
if the ripping is over too.
you're doing runs that no one's listening to, girl. Just cut yourself some slack.
You leaving runs in your pants?
That was actually pretty funny.
I've seen these things.
That's actually pretty funny,
I've seen
man.
these
I'm not
things.
gonna lie. All right. Well, this is everyone's favorite show and everyone's favorite game kind of thing segment. You have 60 seconds on the clock. Each of us gets 20 seconds to say our hottest takes, be sizzling, be boiling hot, be able to poach an egg with this take.
Don't take that much to poach an egg.
I think today we're going to go back to the OG setup. We're going to go Nicholas.
Cool.
We're going to go Kevin. We're going to go me.
I love it.
Let's do it.
Let me put a timer on the clock. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And go.
Everybody loves gossip. I don't want to hear this bullshit about I just want to be drama free and no you don't. Whenever you hear some shit about somebody you know, somebody you don't know, you like that shit and you want to hear more about it and you want to spread it and you want to tell other people because it's human fucking nature, and if you're not being honest with that, you're lying to yourself.
Go.
My hot take is I should have more money. I should have more money, and I should
Oh
probably
my
have your
God.
money. Honestly, I'm gonna put my Venmo on here.
My money.
Give me money. That's my hot take.
That's
I don't.
it.
I should have more, and I don't have as
That's
much
your
as I
whole thing.
deserve. Yep, that's my hot take. I need more money. I
You're
should have
sicko.
Fuck you and fuck your manners. Okay? What are we doing with etiquette and manners? We're just trying to be like what? Rich people? Rich people just want to be like even more rich people. And what do the richest people do in the world? Fuck kids and try to go to space for no reason. So no, I'm not doing that. Stop asking me to emulate that shit because guess what? Useless.
Fair enough.
Hey man, that's
the
called begging for money.
No, wait, no, the manners
I
to
need more
pedophile
money.
pipeline is crazy.
Well, dude, I mean, think about it.
Here's
When
my
I was in 5th
Venmo.
grade,
No,
here.
you know
It's
what? I stand
okay.
by it. You say
I
it's a
don't
hot
care.
take. My hot take is I deserve more money.
Wow.
I should have
Damn.
it. I am owed it. I would
There's
say
not
by a
much-
great injustice, I don't have as much as I should.
Mhm.
And guess what? I'm not a pedophile either.
True.
Crazy.
But first off, there's not, now that you've done that, there's not much difference between you and someone with an OnlyFans. The only thing is you reveal mental
Nudes.
knowledge, and they reveal carnal knowledge.
You relieve
know what I mean?
emotional
Hey,
nudes.
and guess
You-
what?
You just dropped a
I
whole
say
batch of them.
if you're giving money out, give it to whoever you want. I just know I deserve more
I
money.
think I should. My name should be in the mix. That's all I'm
You're a
saying.
sicko.
That's
about to have
actually
more
pretty
money.
fucking funny. I'm not
Actually,
gonna-
you know what? To prove the point, at least give me $20 somewhere along the way. I think collectively from all of our fans, we can get me $20. I think that's fair.
I
Send me $20.
agree.
Yeah, send me some money. Just
I
send me,
agree with
send me fucking 50
yours.
cents for all I care. Just give me a little bit more money.
Let's get to
Let's
$20.
get the 20. We're gonna have a meter. here.
Buy
next
my
show, we're gonna have a
lunch.
thermometer, and it's gonna go.
It's gonna sit
Hot.
empty for so long.
I swear to
It
God, it's gonna be
Might
empty
just,
forever.
but you know what?
Okay, how about
I'm
this?
gonna have a check-in every single
When
week.
you get to $20, we should do something. Like,
We'll buy something off of Timu and see how
we'll do a
shitty it
Timu
is.
product review.
We'll do
Yeah.
a
Yeah, actually, if
haul.
you send me money, we'll do a product review for
Yeah.
whatever
the more
you
you
send,
send,
the,
the
money for.
more expensive the product
Yeah,
will be able
yeah.
to buy.
And
it
if
for.
you just
Yeah.
send us, if you send us
Send
money
us money
for
to do product
reviewing,
reviews.
we'll 100% review whatever you send us.
If you
Yeah.
send us about $2,000, we can buy an excavator, like a little mini one that
That is
we'll
so
ride
funny,
around.
dude.
We'll do a whole video about it in this video, in the podcast, within the podcast.
I
there'll be a
mean,
video.
I was just gonna try out weird food from Japan, but also, yeah, 100%. Give
Do
me a
it.
mini excavator. I probably
Do it.
deserve that too. You know what? That's
I agree with
putting
the
that out there.
manners one to a degree.
Mhm.
As a high school teacher, I think you need some when you're younger, but I agree that there's a cutoff age of being like, why are you telling me this shit? If I'm over the age of like 23 and I'm putting my elbows on the table, I do that.
Yeah.
You adjust. I'm not adjusting for you. That type of thing. So like, yeah, I guess it's just like I agree that there should be just like a stopping point of like when people, especially like random or like not your parents, can be like, it's not very proper of you. It's like I don't.
I
No,
don't
no,
care
yeah,
who
no.
you are.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's
Yeah.
like that kind of shit.
That
And it's just
I
like
agree
it's
with.
one thing to be respectful and to learn how to respect people.
Yeah, 100%.
And-
that you need,
and, like
I
be
think. We need
considerate,
that.
but manners and like proper
No,
and like etiquette and like
shit,
eating
yeah, fuck
rules.
that.
Elocution.
Yo, dude, I'm eating how I'm gonna eat.
The only
Like as
time
long
that
as
I
I'm
can
not sitting
imagine
there
needing
and
that-
like suppositing it at the table,
Yeah.
I think I'm good.
only thing I
That'd
can
be
imagine
so fucking
needing
cool.
that
That'd be
etiquette
awesome.
for
So
right at
cool,
the
man.
table.
is for
I would
some
be
sort of
enraptured.
professional dinner. Like that's to the degree of like we have the company, we do amazing work, and by some grace of God type of thing, it gets the attention of somebody like in Washington, and they're like, "Oh, come to this dinner for creators who do that type of stuff. Like, come, you'll have dinner with the president or something like that." And at that point, you hire an etiquette person for one time to be like, "Which fucking fork do I use for the salad?" Just tell me. Like you don't need to be trained in the fine arts of it for years of your entire life. You know what I mean? You can prepare for
Phil,
it as you need.
How many elocution schools did you have in Texas? Were you
Huh?
familiar with any of them? Like the Southern elocution? Like that's where it's like you go there to learn manners, how
Your
to be a
etiquette
proper
schools.
Southern belle or
That's like more of like a
dandy.
Georgia.
Okay,
like
I was about to
Mississippi
say
kind of
I
thing.
felt like that would be a little bit more
We have Montessori schools.
over there.
That's
That's not what I said.
totally.
And
I mean, they have like like there's a thing called Knights of Momus, and they do like a
Knights of Momas.
Knights of Momus.
Momus.
What is
M-O-M-U-S.
Momus? Mo.
It's like a secret society thing.
I want some moments.
I want some
It's like
Mo.
being. It's like it's like being a Mason.
I got him. Got him good.
Took me a second to understand what you were saying.
It's like being like the Grand
Miss, I
Masons or
want some
something.
Mo.
Give me
Mo,
some
I want some
Mo,
Mo,
miss.
miss.
They have like a it's not like a Southern
Right.
ball thing though, but they have like one of those. Like it used to be all of these like bachelorettes kind of thing. Like I forget what the name of them is, but like my sister did it. And it's
Mhm.
like a whole thing where like
How to be
women of a certain
proper,
age. They
stuff
like get
that.
these dresses, like very like classic, borderline antebellum dresses, like
Lady A.
yeah. I mean, but it's a
Just
debutante. That's what they call it. It's a
The
debutante.
debutante.
Yeah,
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 the
yeah.
debutante.
Yeah.
That's
The
it,
debutante's ball.
Yeah. They do that kind of thing. My sister did that, and it's like stupid expensive. But and I never got to go.
You know?
I'm so glad because when they did it, I was like doing something or I was like super sick, but I was really glad I didn't go because I think all I would have done is just get like just belligerent
Blasted.
drunk and just say stupid shit in front of Southerners.
Sounds like a great time.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
I also would do that today.
because I would say Texans,
I
but
do
it's
that
not
right
just
now.
Texans. So
Texans.
Texans. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, so what was your hot take, Nick?
Gossip.
Gossip. I
Everybody-
fucking love that.
Yeah,
one.
I mean,
Everybody
I don't
fucking
even know how
love
it's a
that
hot
one.
take
Just
at this
say it.
point. Talk
Dude,
shit.
No, I think
because
that's
talk
I
shit,
still-
dude.
You know what? I think ours are all
still
about
hear
manners.
people doing the whole thing about like,
why don't I
I
gossip?
want to be drama free and like I don't. Dude, then why are you listening to what I'm telling you right now? Or
Then
why
walk
are you,
away.
Or why are you
Yeah.
about to tell me? Then what? And I find that the more you deny, the
worse
more
it-
that
yeah.
you're into
Yeah.
it. Like I'm open.
And also, the more you like spread it, even if you have no confirmation or like,
Oh, you're the worst.
Yeah.
You're genuinely
and
the
those are the
worst.
people that are like, "Ah."
I don't like.
I've
that.
always
Those are the girls who are like,
only-
I have mostly guy friends because I just don't like girls. There's too much gossiping. Girl, shut up.
And also, guys.
Also, you
gossip.
just want
Oh,
your,
I
you want
thought
your
that
guy
you did
friends
as
to
much.
cheat
Like,
on their
what are you
girlfriends.
talking about?
guys
You just
also
want your guy
gossip
friends
just
to
as
cheat on your
much,
girlfriend.
easily,
Huh?
if not
Oh, dude.
more. Like,
yeah, there's just about way less important stuff, and honestly,
Yeah.
usually gayer stuff too.
yeah, I've always been open about the fact that I'm down
What?
with it. I always want to hear the info, but also, as I think both of you can attest to, I don't spread that shit. Like, I don't go out of my way to be like, "Did you hear about this fucking thing that happened with this?" Like,
Oh.
I'll hear the information, I'll be like, "Crazy," and then that's it. That's the end of that's where
Dude,
the
I love
the line stops.
I
Unless
love-
you're like openly just like, no, you can tell people, and it's like, okay,
Oh, that's
I'll
not
tell-
gossip. That's
then
just
yeah,
news.
That's just news.
I love spreading
Exactly.
fake gossip. I
You
like
do.
spreading.
He does. He
rumors.
does
Yeah,
this
he
all the
really does
time.
this all the
Uh-huh.
time. He'll just
Yeah.
say lies.
It's like
to
that
us.
Family Guy.
And because
bit
we
about, like, the
unfortunately trust you
family-
because you're our friend,
yeah,
we listen and we go, and I go, oh, interesting. I didn't know that. And then I look it up on the off chance.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
Bruce Willis didn't kill his first 3 wives. I can't believe Kevin lied about that.
no, that's
dude.
not the kind of things you lie
That's
about, dude.
200%
bro.
the
That
things
is
I lie
not the
about.
kind of
You're-
things you lie about.
you're literally that-
There's sometimes
that
it is
bit.
that,
Probably
but a lot of
700.
No.
No, that's the only thing I lie
probably
about.
700.
No.
No, see, you're
Here's
so
the thing, and I
hyperbolic.
stand by what I said yesterday. In the
Desperado
conference. We had this
text.
conversation yesterday, but I always started off with, "Oh, you want to know a crazy thing? You already know it's gonna be a lie.
No,
you
no,
already know
you don't
it's gonna
even
be
say
a lie.
crazy things.
You know how
sometimes it's
abusive
not
that
that.
is?
Sometimes it's this.
Alright.
Sometimes it's silent.
Why
and then
does
it's
it
just
matter
like,
if I lie
oh,
to
you
you
wanna
and
know
you know I
something?
always lie?
What?
no. So it's
Why do you still flinch when I punch you? You know I'm gonna hit you anyway.
you know I'm gonna hit you.
bro. What do you mean?
It doesn't make it good. No,
doesn't make it okay.
so I
You guys
think
sound like
it's
your
not just
babies.
that though. It's not just you want to. Oh, and you want to know
That's
something great.
so
Sometimes it's literally just.
crazy.
Oh, you want to know something? That's it.
That's so funny, dude.
That's sometimes all I get, and then I go, "Well, I'm gonna hope this is truth, but I'm gonna assume it's a lie." And then when he does tell me something true, and I go, and then you get mad at me when you'll say something true, and I
Because
go,
it's
and I go,
lame.
oh,
The truth is
No,
lame.
because you say something actually true, and I'll go, I don't fucking believe you. That's not
Desperado
true.
tax.
And especially if it is something that's like kind of crazy, I'm not believing you anymore. You are the boy who cried wolf.
Those goddamn desperados out here every
There's a
time.
lot of them. You
dude.
gotta protect
What the-
yourself.
I mean, I can't. I don't want to
Dude.
get into that because that's a
I was about
whole.
to say, this is like a source of pain for Phil at this point.
He fucking scammed me out of $15 that he said back.
I didn't scam you at all. I told you exactly what it was for.
No,
we were paying Kevin
but
back
that's not
for
the-
something,
that's not
and
how
we
it
have a group
happened.
chat together where we talk about it. And Kevin said the amounts that we need to send because it was different for me and
Pisses me
Phil.
off.
I sent mine. Phil was traveling on the subway at the time, so he was going in and out underground and had service at times, but not at all times.
I'm gonna fucking find
So-
this text.
Kevin said something to the
So
degree of
long
like,
ago,
you owe
dude.
me whatever it was, $42 plus $10 is a desperado tax.
No.
Yeah. I said plus fees.
You owe $40-something.
Oh, yeah,
is
plus
one
fees.
text,
including
okay?
fees.
And
No, I totally said including fees. I said all that information
And
because I
then-
specifically was like, I'm not just gonna scam you. I'm gonna
Around the
make
time
it
that
clear.
Kevin
Okay, yes, that's
said
true. You did say including fees, it's $15
it's a
fee.
desperado
And-
tax.
No. And I said, okay, cool. And I sent it, and
And
I
you went over
already
them.
sent the money, and I already said, cool, just send it. And then, I was like annoyed. I was like,
You're
of
not
course. I
gonna
was like,
find
of
it.
course,
Oh, I'm
there's
going to
fucking
find it.
It's
some kind of
so
tax or fee
far
thing just to
back.
process it because that happens with everything.
No, I'm
right?
just gonna I'm gonna search.
And I go, all right,
Desperado.
fine, like $15, whatever. I guess that's just how it is. And I go, wait, what was the fee for? And he go, and then I go underground, right? And I don't get anything. And by the time I come back above ground, I just get the fucking sound of a
Yeah.
text coming in, and it says Desperado
Okay, no,
tax.
quite literally. You want to know what it was? I sent you all the information. Then it said, Kevin, I'm just gonna send it to you. Do you mind? I said, yep. By the way, there's a $15 fee too. And then you said, what fee? What's the fee for? And then I said, Phil's transfer fee. I need to get paid for handling that transaction. It's dangerous out there.
And then
We're lucky that the money made it to the destination
Dude.
without any desperados
And-
taking it.
and I'm
Fee is now paid
underground.
off.
I'm underground.
You
I didn't
got
get
the
it.
answer the second you asked for
No,
it.
I didn't. I'm telling you, I didn't. That's why I got pissed.
I didn't expect
Your
this to
your
go
time
so
thing may
far.
say that. I was underground.
You might be hitting
bro.
minimum focusing distance.
Just put
Yeah.
it up on
No,
the
no, no.
screen and post.
You know,
Yeah.
Just screenshot it and send it.
I don't take any responsibility. This man sent me money. You're lucky I sent it back.
Dude, yeah.
Desperado.
Say that man on the
tax
mic. I don't think you
is
picked
so
up.
Crazy.
Such an
To this
asshole.
day, if we ever have one of those things where we're Venmoing back and forth, I'll just say to Phil, yeah, just send me $15, plus the desperado tax. Just that little.
I
get
love that
clowned
even
on
in
it
this text
constantly.
message. This is such an exciting podcast. I'm just reading the chat.
Chat?
You just say what fee. You
that a
say
Gat
what
chat?
fee, and you say what's the fee for. I answer it immediately.
I'm underground during
Well,
this.
why did you ask and send without the answer?
Because I thought it was going to be something real. I thought my friend was going to say there was a
You know.
real fee for something. Now that I've already
All I'm
sent the
saying
money,
is
and then I had
these
to.
happen to be a lot of
By the way-
relying on friendships for somebody who's just like,
No.
yeah, I'll wait for the answer.
No. By the way, keep reading. Keep reading what I have to do. By the way, after he's told me this information. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you said Chase charged you a fee, or are you saying that you just wanted $15 for handling the money I sent you? And I said it's more of an internal insurance liability. I kept it 100.
I mean, he
Because
did.
I'm not
He
getting all
gave
these
you
Desperado
100 this whole
things. This is me
time.
continuing to send stuff, and I'm not getting any of your shit.
Bro, send it back. It's not my fault, Zoe. Let me send it directly.
I had to
thought
ask
you were being
for
serious.
it back, by the way.
I thought the Desperados
you-
gave it away.
After you lied, I have to ask for my money back. Is some of the most wild shit I've. That's insane.
I deserve more money.
You deserved no more money.
The desperado tax was paid. That's
Was
so
paid.
good. That's so funny.
Honestly, if you hadn't given it back, I would have been so mad.
Oh, dude, I never expected to get in the
If
first
I-
place. Do I think I deserve it? I 100%. I think I deserve it for that.
I think
But
in a humorous
Not for
way,
you.
yes, but in a literal way,
I think from
fuck
anybody who was
no.
not you, I would have kept that money.
valid. Okay, maybe so. Your parents?
Yes.
That's actually hilarious.
Sorry,
I
Mom.
also don't think your parents would have
Desperados.
asked for it back.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dad.
I'm about to say, but
Desperados
first of all,
this time.
no.
That is so fucking funny.
The Desperados
And-
got it.
Oh,
I don't know what
fuck.
to tell you.
All
I
right.
would just be confused.
Well, now we're gonna move on to our favorite segment, I think, because we always go crazy when we do it. Would you rather?
Would you rather?
It's everybody's favorite
Would
game
you?
show.
If you got to pick between these two horrible things, which would you rather do?
Get ready to read some
That's a good one.
hieroglyphics.
Between which of
Nicholas,
these
go
two
ahead and
horrible
show
things,
us.
which
All
would you
right.
rather do?
Go
Here
ahead
we
and show
go.
our audience your hieroglyphics for the week.
Here we go. So, for this week, you guys are going to like this. Look real close. Look real close
This
to
is
the
the one.
drawings.
Oh my god. He actually
I
looks. He
hate
actually
the
looks better
brown
than
and
prequel
green
Yoda.
fucking
blah,
color
blah.
palette you have here.
So, for this week,
Blah blah blah.
would you rather
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah blah blah.
these are both going to be for
Is
5
that
years?
Sorry, I thought I said Hannah.
4 years. okay, 5 years of your life, you either have to be insatiably hungry for clothes. So like whenever you see people wearing clothes,
Already
whenever
am.
you go to a laundromat, whenever you have anything that's involving
eat
clothes, even
socks on the
wearing
daily.
clothes, it's like imagine you haven't eaten in like 2 or 3 days and then you go into a supermarket. You can't eat anything or buy anything, but you're just looking around watching all these fucking clothes all day that you want to eat, and you're just insatiably. And now here's the fucked up part. You're not like a superhuman. You can't actually eat clothes. So if you try to eat clothes, you might get
You're
sick,
just
and
eating
you got to eat
clothes.
regular food too. But the only thing
like-
you're hungry
it's-
for is clothes.
Yeah, it's like having
I'll
pica.
just get really good at eating
Okay.
ankle socks, like no
Right.
shows.
That's what I'm
Okay.
thinking. Yeah.
So there's that.
Now, when it comes out the other end, it's gonna be crazy. You're gonna be pulling socks
Fiber.
out of your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, you know what I say?
Okay.
You need the fiber.
But the blockage,
So?
if it gets fucked up, is not
Yeah.
gonna be good.
Just like
Just
like
a
intestinal
doctor's gonna be like,
torsion
"What the fuck
type.
is wrong with you,
It'd
man?"
be horrible. The elastic in
Look at
socks too. You have to remove that every
You're
time.
not hungry?
I'll like only eat linen. Oh wait, what about like edible clothes? There we go, edible panties.
Oh. You just have to.
But you're
have a
looking
lot
for-
of edible
you're looking for
panties.
regular.
I'm looking for cloth. Okay.
Okay.
I'm looking
Okay,
for-
wait.
I'm looking for
I need to know what the
textile.
fuck is up with
So,
fucking
Yoda.
Dirty Sanchez Yoda over here.
Okay. Ready?
Cheech and Chong.
Did you
Or-
see that?
For 5 years of your life,
Yes.
Mustache.
no matter what, you have to talk like Yoda.
No, fuck you.
So now here's the thing, right?
For how long?
For
5
5
years.
years. Both of them are for 5 years. Now here's the thing.
Oh, Yoda.
Even if you're
I can eat
in
clothes.
a legal setting, so if you're being questioned by the police, you're in a lawsuit, whatever, you can't stop.
They're just beating the
You have
shit
to-
out
yeah.
of you.
Stop, you must, please.
Okay, right? So
The
there's
truth I
that.
tell.
Now,
truth
to
I
be,
tell.
to be also
Resisting, I am
clear,
not.
A lawyer I must have.
To be
Lawyer
clear.
I want. Lawyer I want.
you guys are doing a good job of it. Here's the thing. Your brain is not switched like in terms of syntax to just know how to talk like Yoda.
Yeah.
You have to like do it. You gotta think about it every single time. And now
Yeah,
here's
man.
the fucked up thing. If you
Yemen.
don't talk like Yoda for something, even if it's important, okay? This version of Yoda appears from behind you and just starts licking on your ear for a little bit.
For how
a
long?
For like about a minute. And
Does
then he
it-
leaves.
Does it feel good?
No. No, it doesn't. He's got a sharp tongue. He's got little like fangs on it. And you're just, ow, ow, ow,
Monster.
ow, for a minute
Ah,
straight.
Fuck.
That's
okay.
like worse than a cat
So
tongue. Yeah.
5 of pica
Ugh.
clothes eating.
I feel like we shouldn't have been
Or
so
5
excited to pick the other
of
one because he wouldn't have added
Yoda.
that last part about the
I
licking.
agree.
Of-
I
of
think that
Yoda.
was a game time decision.
right?
It's a good audible.
What are we thinking?
I'm still doing
close.
the Yoda thing. If I have to stammer and be like,
Phil, are
and
we
then
getting a
do it.
divorce or not? And you're just
Make it work. We can.
Finished
I
couple
am.
on the TikTok, I see.
Quitter, I am not.
I do not.
Quitter, I am not.
One time it was. One. Okay, it's not
So?
if it's just friend.
okay.
Oh, he's
so-
licking my ear. Yeah, I fucked up on that.
The kids are-
Oh, fuck. Yeah, no, I'm not
He's
doing that.
licking
I'm
my
gonna just
ear.
eat a sock every day.
You don't have to eat the
No, but
clothes.
he says you're insatiably hungry.
Yeah, I'm
for
gonna eat it
clothes.
though.
You probably will. You might break down.
Oh, 100%. I know that. Yeah,
Like
I'm
I
just
feel
gonna
like I'm
store up
losing
on
my
edible
relationship
panties.
in either situation. So I'd rather just talk like Yoda and not.
Wow, babe, you've been all over me lately. Just take off your fucking clothes.
Take off
Just
your clothes.
fucking
Take off your
counting
clothes
every
and go to
single
the other
thread.
room.
Can I undress you again? It's just like, yeah, you've wanted to do that a lot lately. Shut up.
You bring home like really really nice like silk
He's
lingerie.
obsessed with
Shut
the
up.
clothes.
You bring
Shut up,
you bring home like really good lingerie, and she's just like, "Oh my god, thank you!" Like, you shouldn't have. It's just like it's not for you. Move.
And then
look
she's
good
like,
enough to eat,
"What
baby."
is it for you?" And it's like, "Yeah, but not the way you'd expect it to be."
Start like tearing threads with your mouth.
Dude, it'd be so hot.
Eating
for, like,
small
a
bits of
good
Velcro and calling it
2
roughage.
minutes.
Eating a whole lot of silk and scarf material, and then throwing in bits of Velcro because I gotta get my veggies in.
Gotta get my fiber in there.
You're foul. I love
Yeah.
that.
All right, so
need something that's gonna
you're
pull
going
it
with the
through.
clothes.
So hard, yeah.
Clothes for that,
Yeah.
and then you're going for Yoda.
Yeah.
You're doing the Yoda thing.
Yeah.
You want him to lick your ear,
I don't want him to. I'm gonna do my best to not have it happen.
but you don't want to deal with the clothes.
No, because I'm thinking about. I've been watching too much Grey's Anatomy because, and now I think about like my digestive tract and like I'm actually thinking about it going through myself. I'm like I'm gonna fucking die from that. Because I know me. I already have an addictive personality. If that is in my mind and I'm even once tempted, that shit is going in my mouth, dude. I am eating clothes.
I've accepted that.
Clothes.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen, and I don't want to do that
Okay, fair
know?
enough. All right.
because I don't go shopping. So I'm around what my clothes. Fuck, I liked that shirt. You know what I mean? Like it's gone.
It's gone.
It's
now.
got a big ass bite mark in it now.
The secret
Wow.
8 part of you.
And I
This
don't
might
know
be
how to
good for you.
sew. I don't know how to do patchwork. I'm not doing that.
You might need to get some new clothes.
I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'd rather just have
God, did you
Yoda.
imagine you go
and
to
just
a
get really
clothing
good and
store,
enduring
you're just there like, oh God, I
Yeah.
gotta
This
sit
is
down.
delicious.
I gotta sit down.
No, we can't go to Fifth Ave. Sorry.
I'm not feeling
No,
good.
we cannot go
I'm
to
not
Fifth
feeling
Avenue.
good.
No,
I
no,
gotta
no,
sit
no.
down.
You put
No,
like
not Soho
blinders on
either.
like you're a horse.
No, not Tribeca. You know, let's just avoid
Has
Manhattan.
blinders on. the
Yeah,
entire
like
time.
fucking like all the racehorses. That
I
can't
think you'd
see.
have to put on like a VR helmet and have it be like textural around you, so you can't actually make out that there's clothes.
I was about to say.
Or like put on like the drunk goggle thing.
Yeah,
that, like,
yeah.
it-
You
it's,
just need like
skew your
you just
vision.
need to wear 2 eye patches.
Yeah, you just need to have it to where like you can't actually focus on anything.
You just
So
have to
your
go to
eyes
a,
are
like,
always kind of out of focus.
Go live in a nudist colony for like the time that you have it.
Wait.
No, because
here's a
then you're gonna
question.
be a
What
fucking
if-
predator
what
for
if,
the people that just
you
showed
use
up.
sheets?
Yeah.
Wait, what if you're just wearing sheets? Do they become
Jackets.
clothes?
Just like if I wasn't here, I would literally die. Like,
Wait,
they're like,
so if
"What
you're
brought
just
you here?
wearing
Oh, you
like
just like to get
blankets like
freaky?"
clothes, does that count? Like, wait, what if you start designing like what's it called?
just a voracious like food, like clothing
What's it
eater.
called?
And when everyone's just like, so you really like to like you like having sex, right? Like that's why you're here. Like
No.
you really appreciate the body. And it's
No,
just like
no,
no.
no.
Like if I'm around clothes, dude, like
I'll eat them.
I can't fucking handle myself.
Wait, what
Some
about
guy
what about
comes in-
hijabs?
Hijabs.
Yeah.
It's any type of clothing.
Okay, but like
So any garment.
any garment at all. What
Any
if I'm just
garment
like
at all.
what if I just put on like a blanket?
If there's a
Ooh.
hole in it,
Like a
that you can
toga?
put your head through.
Okay, what
Yeah,
about
I'm
a
about to say
toga?
togas.
Then yes.
Or a kilt.
But that's just-
A traditional kilt, it doesn't have a zipper or like a button or anything.
In the form
It's
that
technically a
it's
blanket.
worn, you want to eat
The second
it.
it becomes
The
on a
second it
person.
becomes just like
So once
cloth,
it's used
no.
as
Yeah.
clothing.
So like if we
Oh,
have
man.
cloth curtains over here, right? While they're on the wall, you don't give a shit.
You're
When I
like,
rip
"Ugh,
them
why would I
down
eat
and they're in my
curtains?"
hands, you don't care. If
Mm.
I'm wrapping it around myself actively, you're like,
I'm gonna
"Hmm." And then as
It's
soon
a
as
little
I'm
hot.
like,
as soon as like
and
you
it's
wear
on
it's an
me,
outfit or
you're
costume.
like, it just immediately hits you. You just want.
So you
it.
basically have to
You're like a werewolf.
you just have to live around a
moon
bunch
comes
of
out.
different Lady Gaga's from that one Grammys performance where she's wearing
raw meat.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You just have to be around that all the time.
all the time.
And then it's real food.
I'm into it. No, I like it.
You get really good at food art.
Mm-hmm.
You could.
You get really good at food art. and then when
there's
people
a lot
wear
of
it
loopholes here.
Yeah,
and
man,
have
I need
other
you to wear
people
this.
wear it, and then you're just like, all right, click,
Oh,
get out,
so
get out,
hot.
get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. I'm gonna
This
eat
is
the
mine.
fuck out of
I'm
that.
taking it.
I'm gonna eat that shit right now.
I'm gonna fucking eat that shit. It's like I've been wearing it for 6 hours. Take it
So
off.
close,
I said take it off.
It's either you take it off or I'm eating it.
Put it
off
in my
of you.
mouth.
close Yoda.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel confident in my decision.
Okay.
Now, what's your decision? Close or Yoda?
No, I'm
Oh.
gonna up it. Up the stakes as usual.
Dude.
The licking of the ear wasn't upped.
Yeah.
Same deal,
Okay.
but it's only shoes that you want to eat. And
Then you
the
just look like you have a
dirtier
foot
they
thing.
are, the
Ye-
better.
That's
What?
borderline.
Wait,
foot
what'd you say?
fetish.
The dirtier they are,
Ugh.
the
Like
better.
the more. I'd be fucked. I wear my shoes to absolute shit.
Yeah.
Or
Dead
instead
air.
of,
I'm just kidding.
instead of Yoda,
Dead air.
you have to talk like Jar Jar Binks.
That's a racist portrayal. So.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Jar
I'm gonna
Jar.
take the clothes.
I'm gonna take the Jar Jar.
Immediate flip.
Oh fuck no! I'm not eating
The
dirty
seesaw just-
sneakers. Oh yeah. You think I'm racist? Misa don't like you.
Eh.
Misa don't like you at all. Me used to go find people who like me.
Yeah.
Me used to find my people.
No,
my
we had to
tribe now.
do like the Misa, like his actual voice is crazy.
You gotta do his voice.
You know, and I'll practice it another time.
Yeah.
Not
Okay,
gonna-
wait, no,
no,
no. It's not Jar Jar Binks. Now it's the guy who owned Luke Skywalker and his mom, or Anakin Skywalker and his mom.
Watto.
Watto.
Yeah.
Now you got to talk like him forever.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Andy!
Yeah.
that was
Crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I can't believe they got away with that. That
Yeah.
was fucking wild.
Well, dude, George Lucas just erases. He's just a white dude. He's just
He
a
also
guy.
literally nobody thought it was gonna make money.
Yeah, yeah.
Literally
was
nobody
not
thought it
that
was gonna make money.
So you
That's
guys
crazy.
flipped on that.
Oh yeah.
Now you're a Jar Jar, and you would go with
The clothing.
Now you're a jar.
You'd
Because it's
still
just
go with
shoes. Like I can stop myself from eating shoes.
You're insatiable.
I was about to say, I don't
I'll
know
just
if you
buy
can.
Toms and just beat the shit out of them and eat them. At least that's like thin material.
I think that's a good workaround.
That might be the best way.
Like
I
I'll just or like
Let's find a base tribe of people who
Hey.
deal with my Jar Jar.
Are you done with those runners?
or I can get those. You remember those sandals
Yeah.
I had?
What
that's
size
like,
are you?
I was about to
Old
say no.
banana
This would be
leaves.
foul. Like
I'm a size
looking at all
13.
the shoes that are in the studio.
I wear a size 9. That's okay.
Perfect. Just what I
perfect number.
needed. Just what I needed.
All
Well,
right, cool. There you go.
that's been-
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Would you rather?
Now, considering we're actually under an hour at this point, we're only going to do a few minutes of political analytical.
Bet.
And actually, it's not about any actual thing that happened. What I want to talk about is we are now very close to the election.
So close.
I'm actually now looking at it. It's what, the 6th?
the 4th.
Mhm.
The 4th is voting day?
Like first, second week of November.
We
Yeah,
are
it's
like
next week, next
10
2
days
weeks.
away from voting for the president of the United States.
Oh,
Probably
God,
a
he's
more
probably gonna
contentious
win again.
election than
Hmm?
Hillary
Probably
Trump.
gonna win again.
I don't know.
I think this is
I
more
genuinely don't
contentious
know.
than Hillary Trump personally.
I think so too.
There's a lot going on in the world geopolitically, and there's a lot going on in America right now, legislation, judicially, culturally, socially, whatever you
I
want,
think that
and financially.
like right now we just have the most disliked candidates in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
On both sides.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They're
On
disliked
both
by their own
sides.
party. Like that's the big thing that makes it different from like Hillary and like Trump, in my opinion. Like there was
Like
a
Trump's got his
lot
base
more.
and
Dude, I
Harris
don't
has
know.
her
People
base.
really didn't like Hillary.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing about that, but I'm saying that there was a lot of disagreement about Hillary, mostly because
But
of
there
her
was still
identity.
that
But
rah-rah
right now,
Democrat.
there's a lot of disagreements about liking the candidates because of their politics and their
Politics, yeah, like
policies,
yeah.
especially with the war going on. Like this is making
The
it a
genocide?
very, very different kind of contention.
the
Yeah.
genocide.
True. It's interesting. But since we're so close, now what these news organizations, because it's now kind of been confirmed and decided that both parties fucking suck. Both candidates suck so much.
Mhm.
But now like, I was just looking at like all these headlines and like reading into them and like going from CNN to Fox News and then trying to get something that you says they're like independent or like
the middle.
non-biased, like like New York Times, which still even then leans left, like center left. By the way, if you want actual good news, watch Al Jazeera. That's some of the most unbiased
The
news I've ever
Associated
seen.
I mean, that's
Press
just
isn't
a-
bad either.
The Associated Press for foreign, like outside of the U.S., I would say yes. For
Yeah.
American stuff, I think they are so center left.
I
But
was
like,
actually about to
in the
say,
worst
you
way
saw that they
for
just
me.
did an article about the year since October 7th and had a whole
Exactly.
entire article written about like what Israel is like and how people have been like really recovering and what
Yeah.
they're doing since then. And a single paragraph about, oh, by the way, over 400,000 Gazans died. By the way.
Yeah.
So like my thing with news sources nowadays are I think that people are starting to appreciate the firsthand sources a lot more now because any third party like journalism, it has so much bias behind it and people don't really like to sort through bias because not anything against them. It takes a lot of time to be reading multiple sources. With TikTok and like right now, like the access people have to firsthand accounts and firsthand people
like
who are
Bisan
there.
or Mahmoud.
Yeah. It's a lot it's a lot different of a time for journalism and getting information. That's
Gonzo journalism's coming back.
big time. I mean, it's
Big,
one of the
big time.
Hey,
pure
not even coming back.
forms.
It's here. I mean, we've had it for the last like 4 or 5
Yeah, like
years.
I guess Vice has really been
bad.
keeping it alive for the period when
Yeah.
Vice was there.
2011.
But
Mhm.
what was I gonna say? Al Jazeera also put out a new video article, kind of there's like a segment, whole story about like the internal politics of what's going on in Israel right now, which is like crazy. Like they're actually crumbling, and like every like Israeli economist is like, it can't last the way that it is.
Mhm.
It will literally be torn apart by
It's
its own people. It's
unsustainable.
entirely unsustainable. People, thousands of people, like gather outside of Netanyahu's private residence and outside of like the kind of like council buildings,
Mhm.
and they just like they're like, what the fuck are you guys doing? And they just continue to do it. But going back to American politics, so like CNN's is Trump's wild and lewd rhetoric reaches a new extreme. And then there's a way that they describe him later, which is the quote, the twice impeached, once convicted ex-president's outlandish displays only underscore his anti-establishment authenticity for millions of Americans who adore him.
Suck his dick harder.
Well, yeah, you're hating on him to the point where you're like, you're putting this villain picture, and like that's the problem. And people on Kamala Harris's team, especially her social media team, are like, stop putting bad, evil, dangerous, a problem in front of Trump. Start being like, he's a loser. He's weird. He's uncomfortable. He's odd. He's awkward.
Yeah.
That like, and then like he has to machismo it up so much he makes these slips.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the
where
dancing was insane.
the what?
They're like, all right, I've taken enough questions. Let's just listen to some music for a while.
Yeah.
And he just put on
Then
hits for
Pavarotti.
Awesome. by
You
the
saw
way.
the Pavarotti came on.
Uh-huh.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
But then you turn around
crazy.
and then you see Fox News and it goes, Kamala Harris has become toxic for Pennsylvania. Top Keystone State lawmaker says. Like, bro.
This feels like gossip now.
Yeah, like it basically is.
Y'all
House
love to
Chief
gossip.
Deputy
What was I
Whip.
saying?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Like, well, also what a like such a low branch of like authority figure.
Toxic.
House of Representatives, not
There's a
even
ton of
senator,
them.
not a senator.
Shit ton of them.
Chief
435 of them.
Deputy
Yep.
Whip. So, like, you're just like the bitch boy kind of
Yeah.
thing. Like, you just like the
You're the
lowest of
errand
the rung
boy.
of like the worst last.
You just work in the office.
like hilarious.
you have the same authority as a janitor.
So basically, this guy Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania
I know
said
that
that
guy.
she's toxic for the Keystone States. I don't know. He basically is just, and then they go on to just talk about Trump the whole time. By the way,
Trump.
and
Trump,
talking about the
Trump.
Trump at McDonald's. If you guys didn't see it,
It's so funny.
he did an incredibly staged.
Would you like
Photo thing.
pickles on
But
your
the thing is,
burger?
he does have. Unfortunately, he has
Let
like
Daddy Trump
TV
spit
show,
on the
like
corner.
live TV.
Oh, he's
Like
been trained.
he's
Knows how
got
to do it.
banter skills.
Mhm.
So I'm sure in person he's like fucking great, although he's old as shit, and I'm sure he's so senile and like ingrained in his own thing that like
What do you think he
he's all
smells
fucked
like?
up.
I bet he
But
smells gross.
he probably smells horrendous. He probably smells like
Probably.
piss all the time.
I don't think
He's
he
an
smells like
old man. He
piss.
probably
I
smells like
think he
mothballs.
I
He's
think
an
he
old
smells
man.
like death.
He smells like
But I
cranberry
feel like there's
Werthers
just,
and
like-
mothballs.
I think there's grease.
Oh, he's the worst,
Yeah,
bro.
I bet he smells
Marmalade.
bad, especially the shit that they must put on to cover up. Nah, I bet he smells bad.
I don't know, but and then like the New York Times, Kamala Harris and McDonald's, a college and a Trump attack. Well, like it's
A
such,
college attack.
a college. Oh,
mean?
sorry, a college job and a Trump attack. Kamala Harris and McDonald's, and it's just like this,
Yeah, I get
like
it.
such hollow, like framing, like we got the scoop,
Mhm.
poetic.
Why don't you guys take a risk for once in your publishing career?
Well, I mean, it's over now for the New York Times. It's complete. Washington Post, New York Times, New
Mm.
York Post, all that shit. The Boston Herald. Like,
You've
it's all
lost
gone. It
the
doesn't fucking
plot,
matter.
but more
Mhm.
importantly, you've taken your finger off the pulse.
Yeah, like all these
Completely.
news doesn't matter. Like, don't listen to if there's a even like a YouTube personality that's like, oh yeah, we're a news channel. We blah blah don't listen to that fucking shit.
Let's
dude.
get right.
Don't listen
into
to
the
if it's not a first-hand
news.
account, you cannot guarantee that it's impartial, that it's even factual and confirmed information, or that it's like worth listening to.
I
If it's not
disagree on that.
like, I don't know.
I disagree because I do think the only merit that big organizations have is they have the ability to actually put together larger stories. Because that's actually the way that Weinstein was taken down. And actually to the point where they did such a good job, they're like, maybe we shouldn't release this because it threatened a lot of people's jobs and livelihood inside of the organizations. But without those resources, Ronan Farrow would not have been able to get that kind of information. That's the one thing that I do say I respect and appreciate a lot about larger sources. And that's why I think that it's important that we have like multiple sources. You know, firsthand accounts go so far as
And
firsthand accounts can go,
protections.
especially with bias that everybody has. Dude, depending on what side of the war, genocide, true, or just in general, any war, you're going to have a bias. So you're either going to need to research multiple people and have a firsthand account of everybody who had a different position, or bigger sources can actually do their job, and then you have to actually supplement it with those firsthand accounts. I think it's just impossible to be a really informed citizen nowadays, like genuinely
Very
impossible, especially if you're trying to understand global politics. Genuinely, that's a job.
Yeah.
That is a
There's
full
so
fucking
much
job to be
information.
informed.
It's
Mhm.
so much to sift through.
Yeah,
How can
so
you possibly stay
I don't
informed all the
like
time?
Yeah,
have
'cause
I
then you
don't
turn into
blame
me
anybody for
doom
having a bad
scrolling on
take, but I
X.
have a bad I have bad like feelings. I genuinely don't like when people like report on other things and like act as though it's fact. Like that's my big thing, especially when you're not doing the research. That's when I have people like slop channels on YouTube. It's just like, this is drama, this is news. They're equating it. It's not the same thing. You're just regurgitating what somebody else said.
Yep.
Yeah. I guess it's hard to find like a decent source,
Mm-hmm.
especially like just for American politics. Like everything
Protect your
feels
sources.
so.
There's very few good ones these days.
What?
Protect your sources.
Yeah. That's why I'm so scared about Al Jazeera, man. I'm so worried about that whole play because they already got kicked out of Israel. Literally, if like a Al Jazeera reporter is anywhere within the confines of Palestine or Israel, they'll kill them on sight.
It's crazy.
Suppressing the voice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's so funny too. Like I do love like when Americans are just like what happened to freedom of the press? You guys understand that our rules don't apply to anyone else, right?
Yeah.
Like people need to
To
fucking the Constitution is
nobody.
only for one country, and everyone else says fuck y'all for that.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't.
Every other
tell
country
them-
fujust fucks with their press.
Dude.
Every
We
country.
cannot
it's
tell
it's
them
just
what to
American
do
freedom
either.
is so
Yeah, the exceptionalism
crazy.
is
It's so
ridiculous.
rare.
Dude, it's just, I mean, actually, I was about to say it's better than a lot of places. I don't think people really understand what it's like to live with that freedom.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
exceedingly
Uh-huh.
rare.
Yes.
And this is an exceptional place when it comes down to the
correct.
ability. Yeah, it's not great at all. People take
It's not
advantage of it, and they
perfect.
put a lot of bullshit. No, I'm not gonna say it's great, but it's just that is something that Americans specifically have that I don't think that enough Americans have the ability to appreciate. And I'm saying appreciate just to be like in the sense of fully understand of what other places that killing journalism is easy, acceptable, and practiced.
Yeah.
And that's not even like an outlier, you know?
Yeah.
That's just the norm.
Yeah. So fucking check your privilege, Americans. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And speaking
Get
of,
with it.
welcome to our upcoming projects
Yes.
because we're getting close to the end of the show.
Yes.
So
we are.
I don't think we have anything slated coming out anytime soon right now.
Just some shorts.
Still just
like
waiting
socials.
for little social shorts,
Mhm.
little bits and pieces, little nice little goodies for you, little accoutrement on top of your Bay One Entertainment salad. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But
Your
we're also still in the festival
bagel.
runs, waiting for submissions to be
bagel.
accepted or rejected. Still waiting for things that we have been accepted to come along so we can actually go to them. But yeah, so make sure to stay tuned. You can follow us at Bay One Entertainment on Instagram and on TikTok. I gave it time so that the graphic could come up because I was talking a little bit too fast. So you can also see our YouTube channel, Bay One Entertainment. You can also go to bay1entertainment.com. You can follow me on Instagram at phil.omf.
You can follow me on Instagram at nick.bradshaw.20.
You can send me money at Kevin-Guzman32 Venmo.
What's your Instagram?
You can't send me money there, but you can follow me at the_K_Mora.
And thank you guys so much for watching this week.
Thanks,
We
guys.
appreciate you tuning in,
We love you.
listening to our antics and our ramblings.
Little
3
shenanigans.
sages on a mountaintop.
Mm.
But yeah, make sure to check us out. We'll be back next week. And thank you guys so much.
Oh my god.
We'll see you next
the
week.
fucking
Bow.
tension.